Hey guys, it is me, Kisame Unlimited, and I'm here to tackle my top 25 rarest cards in my collection. And I feel like, I feel like this video has been definitely overdue. I have gone, I believe, 3 years without showcasing my Extremely Rare Cards Edition's top 25. So I feel like, it would be nice to break that shit down.
You think that your little Yu-Gi-Oh card collection is rarer than my Popeye's chicken sandwich?
Don't forget to like the video, guys. I hope this video gets like a decent amount of likes. The sad thing is that because of the Extremely Rare Cards Edition kind of not doing so well, and I want the channel to do better, so I'm cutting the Extremely Rare Cards Edition. But I wanted to at least leave it on a high note, showcasing everything I have that's rare, so you guys can, just see and enjoy all the work I put into it. So let's kick on into this, and we're gonna go to the, on the ground. We're gonna showcase these cards, and you guys could all chime in, and yeah. So when it comes to my collection, I counted it up. Out of all 25 rarest cards I own, my collection roughly goes for around $20,000.
Congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
What were you reaching for?
My pocket. Knife.
My number 25 rarest card is my signed token from Dan Green, which in my personal opinion, I got this card for 20 bucks. I definitely value it much higher than that. I snagged this shit up early. This token in itself you cannot find. I wouldn't price this card any lower than 100 flat, and even then I wouldn't really even want to sell it for that, because I think this card is just worth way more than what it is. I would have this card be my 25th rarest card of my collection. My signed token of Dan Green. What you think?
Stop moving the card.
Wow! Number 24 for me would be my 3 DM Blue Eyes White Dragons. The Blue Eyes White Dragon from the DM set is pretty hard to come by. If anything, if you ever go on eBay or any place that you could bump into them and find them, usually they will cost you anywhere above $200. Luckily, I was able to snag them up in good bids and got them for around, I want to say like $140 each, which I think is a great price for them. If I value them at anything, I think a solid $150 would be a good price for each Blue Eyes, especially based off my condition of having them in good condition overall. So number 24 would be my 3 DM Blue Eyes White Dragons. Number 23 goes to Amatsu-Okami of the Divine Peaks. He is a beautiful, beautiful match winner that I was gifted upon after like 3-4 years. This card probably, I believe this card goes for anywhere about a solid $200. This card, when it first came out, for the hype of the match winners and collectors like them, like myself, this card I ended up paying, I overpriced this card when I first saw it, but I wanted it so badly. I think I paid like $400 for it, and it cut at least half in value. But in my personal opinion, I'm just overall happy that the match winners are back, and he would definitely hit like my, my list, and he's my number 23. My number 22 is Noritoshi and Darkest Rainment, also $200. They came out back-to-back as the first and second place World's replicas, and I was able to snag this ultra-rare English replica to my collection. I love his staff. I like how he's pointing at like the earth, orb on his head. He's like, I could see the future. I know everything that's going to happen, and you're fucked. Also, I love the stance he has. It gives me a lot of Dark Magician vibes with his staff out and everything. So I think this card's like right up my alley. I was very happy with him. He's definitely one of my favorite new match winners that I've seen lately over the years. So I'm very happy to add this cool boy to my 22nd spot on this list, being $200. Number 21 goes to Kanan the Swordmistress. She is the first World's Prize card to ever be released. Mine is in great good condition. Kanan the Swordmistress also goes for around a good solid $200, especially based off her condition. She can go lower, she can go higher, but for me, having just an overall good, solid, good condition version of her, I would just value her as, good $200. And, she's, that nice Asian English background. I always put all my rare cards in my screw down cases to preserve them and make them look gorgeous, just like
and
her.
glare off the light in the camera as you bounce it around a million times.
Number 20 Giant Hand. Giant Hand was a card for the YCS collection that I've been saying, yeah, I wanted to get it. I kept always pushing it off. This card, I remember back in the day, it used to be much more. I mean, now it's worth $225 and above. Could go up and down, but that's what I would value it as. And in my personal opinion, I always like the hands. Like, I love that kind of little side tech when that shit was relevant. Because honestly, when Ice Hand and like Fire Hand came out, I thought that shit was like gonna like take off way more than it was. I mean, hat was definitely a thing, but I mean, I'm going a little off kilter. But, you know, Giant Hand, he's number 20. Happy to have him. You know, I wish I could, like, you know, give him a nice little handshake. Was that funny, Evan?
No.
Oh. My number 19 is my 2018 World's 20th Anniversary Factory Sealed Secret Japanese Blue Eyes White Dragon. Oh my God, that was a handful. A mouthful. And I feel like this card, in my opinion, I did a good price check for it. I think this card's solid price is $240. And, you know, it's funny, every card on this list was at least over $100. So you could tell that my collection has definitely aged especially well in value. So this Blue Eyes, I always like to have, you know, really rare Blue Eyes to my collection because I feel like Aggiba was always just like, Blue Eyes is so rare and this and that. So now I'm like, another one to the collection. Number 18, I don't think I ever featured this on my channel yet, which is my Ghost Rare Misprint Rainbow Dragon of Chaos and Eos, where his name says Rainbow Dragon, but has the Ghost Rare print of Elemental Hero Chaos and Eos. So for me personally, there's another misprint of this card where it's Rainbow Dragon, but Chaos Neos is the card in the center, and I always wanted to get that. Haven't gotten it yet. One day I eventually will. This card roughly goes for, let me just check. This card normally goes for around $250. It's a first edition, great condition, and probably the best misprint that I actually overall own. So I'm very happy to feature this. Number 17, Digvorzhak, the king of heavy industrial. This card, personally, I've been...
Do the name over.
I don't know how to say it. Digvorzhak. I'm just going to say.
Let me read it. I tell you.
Industry.
Yeah, Digvorzhak.
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 Yes. Digvorzhak.
So Digvorzhak over here is my number 17.
Fuck you!
It's my number 17 rarest card.
Like, fuck you, man.
It's a fuck that. I'm gonna take a wheel and strangle your ass. It's like this card is roughly around $250. And I also been playing this card in my Constellar deck.
It's worth less when you pronounce it wrong.
Done. Nobody cares.
Like, I've been playing it in my... Shut up. Nobody cares what you're playing it in.
Alright, number 16. Let's start getting to the good cards. Chimaera, the Master of Beasts. This card is gorgeous. Soon he'll be right here. This card is my number 16 rarest card. This card has increased in value a lot. It's around $250. You could probably get it for cheaper, but mine is factory sealed. God damn it, that's why mine's worth $250. So, haha. This card is what led me down the collection route, so I obviously love it. It's such a cool card. So yeah, number 16, Chimaera, the Master of Beasts. You want to start a collection, kids? Start with this. My number 15 goes to my Ascension Sky Dragon. I have a little kind of gut crap on this case, but I was too lazy to switch the case, and I don't give a fuck. This card is worth about $300 and one of the coolest YCS cards that they have ever printed. This was one of the very few cards in the YCS collection that I really wanted to pick up. A lot of the time when it comes to the YCSs, I kind of brush them under the rug, and I'm like, nah, not right now. He was one that I was hell-bent to get, and I was very happy to get. Number 14 goes to my Bandai Gate Guardian. This card roughly goes for around $300, and honestly, I don't
even English.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what it says. It's a magic card.
That's a person.
It's just like, the funny thing about this is that I won this in a bid a long time ago, and I think I bid like $90 on it, and I was so shocked I got it, because I've always seen this card around the $300 mark. And in
you got attack points.
Yeah, no, the game do anything. It's trash. But in my personal
Whoa,
opinion,
what's that back? That's just fake.
well, that's a pack. Like, that's like a sleeve.
Oh, it's a card sleeve.
Yeah.
Oh, the old card sleeve trick. I hear ya.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. I mean, dick. So what your nose? I zoomed in this was his face.
So we just... Number 13 goes to my Aggiba, the Malevolent Shinn. He's a card that I honestly didn't like when I first got because I overpriced and overpaid for him, and he roughly nowadays goes for about $350, which is pretty good because when I first got him, he was $250. So I am happy that I did not get robbed. I'm happy that that investment was definitely worth it. He's also, he's just like, he's so gold and gorgeous. Definitely, I wish that
Bling.
bling.
Bling,
Y'all
bling.
niggas. He would be in a great music video featuring Usher.
Who do you...
I don't know. Black Magic.
I can tell.
Number 12, Testament of the Arcane Lords. $350. Factory sealed, gorgeous spellcaster. I love her. Got to talk a little louder because I'm not letting this goddamn plane ruin one of my favorite cards.
I mean, you can wait.
No. She's perfect. Got to see them beautiful golden pillars shooting.
If you just move your hand, we can see it.
Look at them golden, beautiful pillars. She's just perfect, and I love her so much. Definitely, I'm a little disappointed she didn't hit my top 10, but it's what it is. My number 11 goes to my Seiyaryu. My Seiyaryu from the World Championships, which should have been EX6. We've gone over this. This super rare, which is factory sealed, is roughly around $450, especially if it's factory sealed. This card is pretty hard to come by. And I always honestly like Seiyaryu.
I got that call from McDonald's.
Yeah, many people do. You don't got this super rare. You don't got this factory sealed world champion. You got nasty McDonald's in your stomach. You know what I got?
I got McDragon.
I got McSorrow. You know what I got? World prize card number 11. Number 10 goes to my Firewing Pegasus, sadly, which is not factory sealed. I have no idea why this card is as much as it is.
Who removed it? NRFB.
This card is about $500, and it's just... I honestly never really cared for this card. I'm pretty sure this card was also printed as a super rare.
Yes, it came out in Metal Raiders.
Yes, I don't think it was Metal Raiders.
Everything came out in Metal Raiders. I'm old school. That's me.
This did not come out in Metal Raiders. This came out some kind
Pharaonic Guardian.
No, it didn't. I don't know what you're trying to say, but...
Spell Strikers. Just name it.
$500. That's all you need to know. $500. Number 10.
Man, you buy a box.
Number 9. We hit... Minerva, the Exile Lightsworn. I always played them Lightsworns. And we have a YCS. Hey! And this YCS prize card was actually viable to play in the main deck to show off this beauty. You know how much had this beauty cost? $550. Oh, yeah. Playing with style. Duh. You see, for me, I would love to get, I would, if I ever played Lightsworns again, I would definitely play her, because I would be like, yeah, I'm the collector guy, so gotta show off this beauty. Number 8 goes to my Blood Mefist from the YCS set, which is technically the first YCS card that I ever bought. This card was honestly, I think this card was the first rare card that I actually featured that was a prize card on this channel. So yeah, number 8, he got outclassed a little bit, but he's definitely an awesome card. I love his anime debut where they were like, oh my god, he could hurt people. And I was like, mine. Also, he was never printed in the TCG outside of this version, so I feel like that's very awesome to just drop this card on people. I mean, I don't duel in real life, but if I did, I would love to. Number 7. King Landia the Goldfang. We obviously got to keep hitting these match winners because you know how I am, match winner fiend. So we have this beautiful Lion King on this list. This card roughly goes for around, what's his price tag? $1,000. Also for Blood Mefist, I forgot to say, Blood Mefist normally also goes for $750. So, King Landia the Goldfang, I remembered I got mad lucky with this card. That's why I find it so funny how he's like about $1,000 nowadays. Because I remembered I bought King Landia the Goldfang and Tyr the Vanquishing Warlord together for about $650. So, I'm just finding it so humorous how this card has exceeded that so much, and he's awesome. Number 6 goes to Tyr the Vanquishing Warlord. This card is worth roughly around $1,000. I would have loved to get my King Landia the Goldfang and Tyr the Vanquishing Warlord in factory seals. They're the only match winners that I own that aren't in seals. But personally, this card is just a beautiful, gorgeous golden fairy that will whoop your motherfucking ass, boy. And I feel like, you know, he's just perfect. He's very hard to come by, especially out of the early match winners. Out of all the match winners that are early, he is the hardest to come by because Testament, Chimaera, Aggiba, all of them are fairly easy to come by, but not good old Tyr. My number 5 goes to the Twin Kings Founders of the Empire, a card that my partner bought for me, pretty much. And this card is factory sealed, perfectly nice, awesome pendulum that I own to my collection. He's the only pendulum match winner, so I obviously really like him a lot. You know, he stands out. He's also based off Italy, which is, you know, I'm part Italian, which is also like another little interesting fact to know about him. This replica...
I thought you were just white trash.
I'm Italian and Belgian. I mean, you know this. The white trash part of me is dormant. But this card is worth about $1,200. So I think that this card, honestly, like the more I look at it, I'm like, wow, this card has like a beautiful art. I love the background. Number 4. Grandopolis, the Eternal Golden City. Whoa, I love you. You look gorgeous. Look at that fucking background of Las Vegas on his back. He be sweeping up all the clubs, little ladies. He's like so hot. And he's the first match winner to have that fucking 3,500 defense stat total. He's badass. Also, he's my replica machine match winner. And he's an XYZ. We all know I'm what, kids? XYZ master. Also, for me, I personally think that Grandopolis, the Eternal Golden City, normally roughly goes for around 1,500. He's very hard. He's very hard to come by, so I would price him around 15. My number 3 goes to my Cyber Sign from the Shonen Jump Championships. This card is my only card that I have that's PSA graded. It's PSA graded 9, so it's like basically like so close to mint. It's just really like, it says it's mint. It's not near mint, so it's in great condition. There's only about, I believe, like 36 or 40 copies of this card, which is ironic because this card has the least amount of prints out of all the rare cards that I own, so I'm shocked that this card isn't more rare. But apparently, lately, you know, this card is just, it's always been capped, in my opinion, around, you know, a solid, like, 2,500, so this card has just been stagnant at that price. But I always wanted to get this card out of the Shonen Jumps. It's the only Shonen Jump card that I own, but I wanted to go after him more than any of the others. Number 2, Legendary Dragon of White. The super rare replica. Not that nasty secret rare garbage that everybody has. The super rare replica. The only one that exists. 150 copies in the whole world. This card, in my personal opinion, this is what it feels like to be Kaiba. Is to have a card like this that's so rare, so exclusive. Nobody has shit like this. This card is worth $3,000. I remember back in the day, I picked up this bad boy for $450, and people like Spidey was like, whoa, man, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. You want to know what's funny now? No, it's $3,000. Who's laughing now, huh?
Still me. Haha, loser.
Number 1. It's been the fucking same number 1 for all the other lists. Stardust Divinity. I was hoping that when I got Cyberstar, that Cyberstar would have taken the cake and been my rarest card from there on out. But Stardust Divinity still goes for an extremely high amount, where it goes from anywhere between 3 to 4 to 5 to above, where people are asking for like 8,000, 9,000, which is obnoxious for a card like Stardust Divinity. I personally, if I ever sold Divinity, I think a good price for him is 4 to 3,500, but I would say around $4,000, especially since mine's factory sealed. So yeah. So added up my collection pretty much from every card that I have. My collection roughly goes for about a solid $20,000. This collection, I've been working on this collection for many years.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Like the video.
Like the video. Check out all our,
the rest of the card collection and some other cards that you have. that are, you know, within our archives in the playlist that this will be put in of the rare cards. So these are some of the rarest cards in the world.
Yes. So be...
Especially seen together like this.
Yes. I mean, there are people out there that have rarer collections than
Of course.
me. But I definitely am an interesting collector. Match winners?
No.
Screw down cases?
Yeah, if only these cases were bulletproof. No! Ah. Anyway,
So, thanks for watching.
gave him enough of my jokes.